If you are a business owner, then this is especially for you. Why background verification is so important for your business? Hiring the wrong employee can damage and tarnish your reputation. You can suffer financial fraud and loss. Data leakage and security risks can happen. Loss of client trust can unfold. Legal issues and non-compliance penalties can also resurface. BGV, or background verification, makes your hiring process safe, trusted and reliable. So, what are you waiting for, business owners? It's time for you to enroll now and start your learning journey right away. Now, why data destruction is so significant in the BGV process? BGV involves sensitive personal data such as Aadhaar, PAN, address, employment details and education details, as I've always mentioned in my previous chapters. It is collected and processed during the verification process by companies and vendors. If this data is not destroyed properly after use, it can be misused, leading to identity theft, and a lot of fraudulent activities can or might take place. Why is it important? It protects sensitive and personal and professional data, prevents identity theft and fraud, ensures compliance with data protection laws, builds trust between clients, candidates and vendors, reduces legal and financial risks as always. What are the risks without proper data destruction? Data leakage and unauthorized access to the data, misuse of Aadhaar, PAN or other personal details, legal penalties and compliance failure, loss of company reputation, and risk of repeated fraud cases. What are the key checks? Data is deleted after verification is completed. No unauthorized access to stored data. Backup data is also removed. Proper approval and tracking maintained. Now, let's look at a real case study which happened in Delhi, India, to get a clear insight into what I just spoke about. A vendor stored old BGV data even after project completion. Later, this data was accessed and misused for other fraud activities. The candidate faced issues due to identity misuse. Result: reputation damage completely and legal issues surfaced. What is the lesson to be learned? Data must, and I repeat must, be deleted under any circumstances at all costs. Proper data destruction prevents misuse and protects both the clients and the company. What are the best practices that one should follow to ensure this is properly carried out in the BGV process? Follow strict data retention and detention policy, delete data immediately, maintain audit trail for deletion, use secure systems and tools, and train staff and vendors on data policy. Now, let us look at the types of data in BGV. BGV process involves collecting and processing different types of data to verify a candidate's identity and background. Each type of data that is collected is extremely personal and sensitive and must be handled carefully to ensure that privacy and security are maintained at all times. Understanding these data helps companies manage information properly and to follow all the compliance rules. Main types of data, and I would request all of you to pay very close attention to these parts, because if you're an HR professional, a business owner, or a company owner, or a student who would like to enhance your career in BGV, knowing the main types of data in the BGV is a very important part. Personal data: name, date of birth, PAN, Aadhaar card details. Contact data: phone number, contact address, and personal email ID. Employment data: salary information, job role, experience, and the details of the previous company. verification reports, final BGV reports, verification findings and remarks, and risk status, clear, mismatch, or risk. Now, why data protection is important, like I said before: prevents misuse of personal information, protects candidate privacy at all times, ensures legal compliance, and builds trust in the verification process. Now, let us delve one more time into a real case study that happened in Bengaluru, India. What happened was a vendor shared candidate employment details without consent and permission. This data was used by another company for direct hiring contact. The candidate raised a complaint for privacy violation, and needless to say, the result, I think we all know by now, isn't it? It was trust loss and compliance issues. So, a valuable lesson: all data types must be handled securely and carefully and shared only, and I repeat, only with proper authorization members. Best practices: collect only the required data, store data securely and carefully, limit access to authorized users, avoid unnecessary data sharing, follow data privacy policies. So the final insight is: right data handling leads to safe verification, which ultimately leads to safe and proper hiring. Now, it is also important for you to understand when should data be destroyed. In background verification, data destruction must be done at the right time to ensure privacy, security, and legal compliance. Keeping data longer than required increases the risk of misuse and data leakage. Companies and vendors must follow very, very clear rules on when data should be deleted after completing the verification process. When data should be destroyed, the key points: after completion of the verification process, after submission of the final report, as per client agreement or the defined retention period of the data, after termination of the contract. Now, why the timing is crucial: prevents data misuse and unauthorized access, reduces risks of identity theft and fraud, ensures compliance with legal and company policies, protects candidates and clients' privacy at all times. So, before destruction, let us look at the key checks that needs to be understood and followed. Verify that all work is completed, confirm report submission to client, check retention period guidelines, take required approvals as and when necessary. So, one more time, like always, let us look into a real case study that happened in Gurgaon, India, which was all about delayed data deletion issue. A vendor kept candidate data even after project completion. After a few months, the data was accessed and shared wrongly without permission. The candidate received unwanted calls and harassment and raised a complaint. What followed was legal risk and trust loss, and the lesson to be learned from this case study is data must be destroyed at the right time. I repeat myself, at the right time, which is very important. Delayed deletion increases risk and can lead to serious compliance issues. So, what are the best practices? Follow defined data retention timelines. Delete data immediately after required proof and period. Maintain proof of deletion. Use secured deletion tools. And train your teams on how to handle and delete data. Final insight: right time deletion leads to strong data security, which leads to safe hiring and BGV process. If you are a business owner, then this is especially for you. Why background verification is so important for your business? Hiring the wrong employee can damage and tarnish your reputation. You can suffer financial fraud and loss. Data leakage and security risks can happen. Loss of client trust can unfold. Legal issues and non-compliance penalties can also resurface. BGV, or background verification, makes your hiring process safe, trusted, and reliable. It improves the hiring quality, it reduces business risks, ensures legal compliance, protects company reputation, and builds a trusted team. BGV helps you stay legally compliant and always ready for your business. What you will get in our BGV 360-degree mastery learning course: very important 20 hours recorded video course, the printed 360-degree book, which is a self-help manual explained in very simple step-by-step English or Hindi, certification support, 3 months of live classes from BGV experts, real-life industry examples based on case study approach, practical HR and verification workflow, fraud awareness and risk management knowledge, and the most important part of this program is it is available in a bilingual mode, either English or Hindi. What you will learn from this course, in a nutshell, you will learn how to verify employees, document and identity verification, hiring risk control, fraud detection, legal compliance knowledge, AI-based verification systems, and business protection and risk management. So, what are you waiting for, business owners? It's time for you to enroll now and start your learning journey right away.